Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have from our friends at Paper Discovery, this is the Movers and Shakers Tags Cutting Die Set. They're so cute and they have 3 different designs, and there's also 2 different sets of coordinating stamps. They make really fun shaker cards and tags just like this one. There's a little bear peeking out there. I can't wait to show you what else I did with them, so come play with us. All right, so let's take a look at the die set. There are 20 different dies here, and each one of these 3 make up a tag that you can then make into a shaker, okay? And then it's got all of these wonderful little embellishment dies. So for this one right here, I used this set. I had a base. I'm going to show you how to make one of these. It's kind of like a little bit of a sandwich, so I'll show you how to make one. So this is the base, and then this is the striped topper, and then this one right here is the little white topper, and then there's some acetate in there, and that is a very important part of this. You can buy this by the sheet from Paper Wishes. I'm going to list all these items down below. Another very important part is a foam tape. Now you want continuous lengths of foam tape. If you tried to use little squares of foam tape, it would take you a very long time, so I do recommend this giant wheel of foam tape. There is 150 feet or 150 feet or 50 yards, and it's about 20 bucks, you guys. It's a great deal. This would last you a very long time. It lasts Debbie and I a very long time. Okay, and then we've even got this adorable little bow, which is located right here, okay? And this little celebrate is here. We've got a stamp set that has "Have a Berry Happy Day," and I even included the cute little bear with his little party hat. He is ready to go. And then inside, whoop, right there's another little bear hidden there. And this one I just die cut from white cardstock. It's got some little embossed areas on it, so you want to put a little extra pressure on that by shimming it a little bit. And then I just used an ink pad to color that. All right, so let's take a look at another got going. This one I made a cute little tag for, which I think, it's got that shaker right there, and I think it would be great to hang from a cute little bag just like this one. You could just tie that on, and on the back side, "You're so special," and then you could sign that, personalize that a little bit. So for this one, I used the same stamp set. Move the bag out of the way. Used the same stamp set, but I used the sweet little bunny. I used the cute as a button, and then we've got some dies right here, kind of an assortment of buttons. I also used this stamp right here and used my tiny scissors, which are right here, to cut these out, and then I colored them with pink and green tri-blend markers. I die cut the little buttons here from yellow cardstock, and also the paper I used for this one are the Dotted Duos #2, and I used the ivory Dotted Duos that's right here for the inside, and then the pink for the outside. And I used for the inside, for my shaker material, these are Pops embellishments, and I used 2 different colors of pink just to kind of mix that up a little bit. Now I will say, when you're using the Pops, they have a little bit more dimension in them. Say for example, these sequins, I don't think I told you that. I used for this one, I used these sequins, and this color, it's called coral, but it's a very red color. And I used this for that one, and I used Simply Striped 6x6 pattern cardstock for that as well. So my point being, the sequins are quite flat, all right? So I only used 2 layers of foam tape on this one. I'm going to show you what I mean by that in a minute. But these have more dimension. They have little balls that roll around, which make them so fun to use, and they do have, I think, a little bit more easier movement. But you do need to add an extra layer of foam tape. For this one, it has 3 layers of foam tape. All right, let's take a look at another one. So for the shaker that I just showed you, the tag, I used these 3 circles. But I also wanted to show you how you can make a card with this as well. This is a 5x5 card, and I covered that with 6x6 blue Persuasion patterned cardstock. And then I went ahead and I die cut, opened this up, and I die cut that using my first circle. Okay, and then went ahead and die cut a blue one using this one, the little double circle there, a nice little frame. And then the white one, I used this really sweet little scalloped one. And then I also used some vellum. So as you can see here, I've got this die cut, and then I used some vellum and just sandwiched that right in there. And then I wanted to show you how I die cut another circle from blue, because I wanted to leave this open like this so you could see this and how it looks. Now I want to cover that up so it has just a little bit of a nicer edge on there. Grab my glue here. I'm having a glue issue, so talk amongst yourselves. There we go. So I'm just going to put some glue around this little frame. We're just going to cover up that raw edge right there. So that looks nice. There, so now when you open that, a nice little display. And then I use these little flowers right here and the leaves, and have some sweet little flowers to assemble here. These dazzles, these blue ones, are from Colorful Straight Line Dazzle stickers, and I will link those down below. And I also embellished my little flowers using blue dazzle stickers. So to assemble these, you guys, what I did was I took two of the same type and I just sort of die cut some from solid cardstock and some from the patterned blue Persuasion scraps. And then I just took some of my foam tape, cut it into little strips here. And you're just going to do a little layering, a little dot of foam tape. And then I like to offset the petals like that. Very, very simple to do. And then one of the centers right here that came out from one of these other flowers, put a little dot of glue there. And there you go. And then just pair that with a leaf and you've got this really cute little setup going here. So what I did first was I put a leaf stem here, and then one here and here. And then I just did a little cluster of these three flowers and I just foam taped those there. And before doing that, of course, did my little dazzle stickers right there. Really, really easy to do and add such a nice little embellishment. Right, so let's see. I'm ready to show you how to put one of these together. So I did this one using the last stamp set here. It's great for congratulations, for engagement, for wedding, for new home, celebrating of any kind, okay? And in fact, this one's got 14 stamps. So let me show you how to put this together. For this one, I'm using this tag shape right here. And I've got all my little pieces cut out. All right, so as you can see, I've got my first shape right here. I die cut that from white cardstock. Then I've got this one right here. And I die cut that from, this is Joyful Christmas 6x6 pattern cardstock. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know this is one of my favorites. It's great to take you throughout the year. There's a few here that have like snowflakes and Christmas trees on them, and the rest of them are just wonderful, double-sided, kind of flannel-looking plaid patterned cardstock, and it's just the greatest. I love it. It's kind of got a little bit of a masculine feel to it. So that one goes here, and then this last one, this little topper piece, I die cut from black glitter cardstock. It's very glittery. I'm not sure you can see it under the lights. I also die cut some for the bow using some green cardstock. And then this one, I did the stamps from this one for this little banner. And then inside of that, I stamped Happy New Home and then use a tri-blend marker to color that one. I've got a little bit of foam tape on that one. I've also got a little bit of ribbon we're going to use. And then I stamped and colored these two little houses. And we've got some of the pops. And this color is ice blue. I'm going to link all of these embellishments down below. Paulette told me that she is having an embellishment sale today at Paper Wishes, where these items, as well as a lot of other embellishments, so the little shaker materials, you can find those on a great deal right now. So definitely go over and check that out. And then we've got a little bit of acetate. Now, you could use this piece to cut out a whole sheet of acetate, but what I found was I just cut some out so that it was a little bit larger than the opening here, and it just saves yourself some acetate. But you are going to make sort of a sandwich, so let's get started on that. First thing I like to do is go ahead and glue this piece together so that that's drying while we're assembling the rest of this. That's going to just fit right on there. And what's great about using the glue is it does have a little bit of forgiveness, and you can kind of move it around a little bit until you can get it just right so you're not showing any paper on the inside. All right, the other thing we're going to do is just run a line of glue right there on the inside of that window, and that's where we're going to put the acetate. Just like that. Make sure that has a nice seal. We don't want any glue seeping out from underneath that, and we're just going to let that dry for a moment while we go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make this bow. For the bow, I like to just kind of, you could take a bone folder to do this, but I just like to curl these a little bit. You can use extra sticky tape if you're in a hurry for the bow to be glued, or you can just use a little bit. This, you're going to just fold these points right in like that. Go. I'm going to hold that just for a moment, just till that glue kind of takes grip. And then we've got this piece right here. We're just going to glue that right on top. There, I like that side better. And then I did have some flat back pearls, which I like to put in the center, but I forgot to grab mine. As you can see on this one, it's nice to embellish that, but we can also add one of these little guys on there. All right, so let's go ahead and take our foam tape to cut lengths of it like this. Using scissors that have a non-stick material on them are really a great resource for this. If your scissors don't have the non-stick on them, it's pretty messy. All right, so then what I'm going to do is just take my bits of foam tape, and we're just going like this and like this. Grab another one here. And you just want to make sure that you're not leaving any openings. You're essentially creating a little dam so that none of those little rolly bits, jewels, can sneak out of there. All right, and then you're going to take this off. And as I said, you may need to do, well, you will definitely need to do 2 layers, sometimes 3 layers, depending on the thickness of the material you're using. Just like that. Pre-cut some of these. All right, I've got my 3 layers of foam tape on there. Next thing I'm going to do is I've already cut another piece of acetate, and I'm going to tell you why. This was Debbie's idea. She loves making shaker cards, and her idea was instead of trying to align this with this, it's so much easier to go ahead and make a sandwich. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put your shaker material right in here. You don't need a lot. Woo! Unless you spill it in there. There we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm going to put some in there. Make sure you don't have any stuck to the surface. Okay, and now you're just going to take this, put it right up there. You're going to take your finger and you're going to seal that all the way around to make sure it's good and secure. Of course, making sure that it does shake. Okay, and then you can go ahead and put some glue right here. Go. And now, because this is all secure in there, you can turn this around and then you can align that. So much easier, you guys, than trying to put all your shaker material in there and then trying to align that to back tag. Now, the other thing you can do is now take your little ribbon, which I've cut in half, and I've glued 2 ends together. And then before this glues, actually, I'm going to stick that right there. And there you've got your cute little tie. Now we've got our sweet little bow, and I did find the flat back pearls, huge bag of them there. And we've got our little happy new home. Foam tape on that. We're going to put that right like that. It's going to be so cute. And then, what a cute housewarming gift. Of course, these designs are totally interchangeable, you guys. You can do this one for a baby shower. You can do this one for any event. And how much fun is this, just to get a shaker instead that's a little bit different, instead of using just a plain tag. And this is going to go right up at the top. How adorable is that? And then just pop that right on a card front too. Take this off and you've got a great card focal. So you guys, this is a really fun collection. Let me move my sparkles out of the way. Definitely check out that Money Saver. It's on the right-hand side, right over there. And also, there we go. Also, don't forget to check out today's sale. Today is February 9th. And if you go to the home page at Paper Wishes, you'll see that money-saving deal there as well. And there's lots and lots of embellishments. Check that out. So if you're watching us on YouTube, look below the description box and you'll find the link to this Paper Wishes webisode page right there. And hey, while you're there, thumbs up really helps people find our channel. And subscribe. We do 4 to 5 of these videos a week and we wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.